My name is John Norman. I've been attending Journey Church now 11 months. I had just not long ago moved to this area. Actually, the Lord brought me to this area as a result of searching. I had been through a failed marriage. I had been in and out of various jobs that were unsuccessful. I was looking for something. There was an inner longing from deep within me that I was trying to fulfill, but never could seem to nail it. I had been, over the course of many years, seeking fulfillment in many things, but nothing ever really satisfied. Alcohol, drugs, relationships, cigarettes, jobs. Ultimately, I ran out of options. I had tried everything that I could think, and nothing was fulfilling. And finally, the Lord so graciously let me come to the end of myself, where I was completely, at that point, out of options, out of any other way to make a feeble at best attempt to try to satisfy the God-sized hole, from deep within me, till I was finally in a place where He could pick up the pieces from a fractured or fragmented life, and finally put the pieces back together and make a mosaic, so to speak, out of me, and put me on a completely new trajectory, and that will be a journey that will be following the rest of my life. At that point, I had I had stopped going to church for many, many years, and that was one of the things that I was trying. I was attending a church that was it was a lot of ritual, a lot of vain repetition, just going through motions. It was talking the talk, but it was not. It was talking the talk, but it was not walking the walk. It was religion, but it wasn't. It was not Jesus, or it was not. It was not a good representation of what it is that the body of Christ is about. It was religion, but I was still walking in darkness, because I could tell the Lord was trying to grow me to a certain point, and although it was religion, it was not life transforming. I stopped going, so I pulled back out of church attendance, and at that same time, living in this area, in my daily travels, I had observed Journey Church, and not being far from my house, I thought, you know what? I think it would this would probably be a good time in my life to make a trip over to Journey Church one Sunday afternoon and see exactly what it is that they have to offer as far as their service. My experience at Journey Church was unlike anything I had ever encountered. I have never experienced that kind of love, that kind of warmth, genuine concern. In a word, it was real. In another word, it was love. I have never, upon my coming to Journey Church, I had never before witnessed or experienced, rather, the embodiment of love that the body of Christ has to offer. I have never felt the warmth of Jesus Christ among a body of believers. What I found in coming to Journey Church was a family. It wasn't religious ritual. It was the warmth, it was the love of a family, which I encountered in coming to Journey Church and which has kept me at Journey Church. It was, it's really what the body of Christ is all about. It's a community of believers it's more than that. It is genuinely a family. It's brothers and sisters who love Jesus Christ, who are growing each in a different way on their own spiritual walk with the Lord. It's many people at different in different places in their spiritual walk, but what it is collectively, despite where anybody is at in their spiritual walk, it's a loving community. It's a family. And in a life where I was always seeking to belong, where I was seeking fellowship, Journey Church certainly offers everything I had been looking for as a square peg trying to fit into a round hole. I finally found my family that I was looking for here at Journey.